Right, as I've told you before, my name is Mr. John Fowden. Now, you've probably been waiting for this, how to solve every addiction you've got. You're going to say, not a chance, there's no way you can do that. But I'm telling you, you can. Now, everybody's different, as we know. So all you got to remember, it's like when people said, when you had cigarettes were bad for you, try chewing gum. Didn't work for everyone, so they said try different flavours. Worked a little bit. Then after that, what we found out was they said try nicotine patches afterwards. Now the same theory came in because that wasn't working too good. So the e-cigarettes came in, and as you can see now you can get plenty and plenty and plenty of flavours, so to suit different people. That's because everybody is not the same, as we know. Now there's other addictions as well, gambling, drugs, everything. But let's stick with smoking for now, right? The only way you're going to get rid of your habit is because you're different than everyone else. No one's the same. What you have to do is actually think of the opposite to what you have and what's your problem. Like say like I was saying before, everybody's different with flavours. So if you want to stop smoking, you could say you need e-cigarettes, if that suits you. But really, the opposite to suit you. For instance, when you're gambling, right? The opposite to gambling is so simple to solve because people have lost houses, relationships and everything. Some go to Gamblers Anonymous, don't crack the habit even when they've gone 2 years. But some people do. Now, if you're going to gamble and you want to stop, if you're a gambler and can't stop, the easiest way to do it is go back to basics. Write down on a piece of paper all your bills. Then after that, you should end up with a minor income. Sometimes not at all. But let's say you ended up with a minor income. Now you kept doing that. Sooner or later, you're going to get addicted. And addicted you'll be saving. For instance, say you was putting £10 away. And would you believe, it's like a separate addiction. Instead of doing you'd get addicted to saving. And that's beneficial. Just imagine saving and saving and saving and getting addicted to it. It's beneficial in the long run because you'll be able to do things. The only thing is, you're economising and saving all the time. Could probably come in even a miser, which you virtually will, would you believe? That's how to solve that problem. Now there's cigarettes. You're going to say you can't stop. But remember, the way to do it, if it's not chewing gum, not e-cigarettes, it's something to suit you. It's always the opposite to what your problem is. So, like I was saying before with gambling, write down on a piece of paper all your bills and all your income you have coming in, bills you have to pay out, and you'll see in the long run you probably end up 10 or 15 quid you'll be able to save. But the more and more you do it, you end up wanting to save and save and save. And you get eager and eager and eager and more persistent and more eager in saving. And in the end, you get addicted to saving. So that's the opposite habit of gambling. Now smoking, you can stick with the e-cigarettes, but remember, not everybody's the same. So all you have to do is the opposite to suit you, not to suit society, but to suit you, yourself as an individual. Like hobbies. Now, if you have a hobby, right, this would probably be the opposite. To fill your time smoking, your hobbies could come into practice. Because it suits you, your hobby would be probably fundamentally anything. Now, if you was going to the gym, right, and you can imagine you don't want to smoke because wouldn't be healthy, and that's why people probably who go to the gym don't smoke or try not to smoke because you want to feel healthy and fit. Same theory, and probably put muscle on. So you can see what I'm trying to say. It's always the opposite to what you want and your situation. Now, that's all you have to do. Find the opposite to suit you, not society. Now you're going to say, that's good advice, but how do I do it? Well, you do it with persistence and friends can obviously give you wrong advice. Some friends give you good advice. But to tell you the truth, the advice I'm giving you is not from friends, not from an individual around someone close to you like a neighbour. It's virtually yourself, and you're solving your problem yourself by doing the opposite to suit you. Now you can see now your problem's easy to solve. All you have to do is your hobby, what you like to solve your problem. Many people say, I cracked it. I can do this, like I was saying before. If you go into the gym, you don't want to smoke. Say you got a drinking problem. So simple to solve. I'm going to explain. Some alcohol tastes the same as non-alcoholic drinks. You could say you've solved that problem. Why get a headache when you can still have the same flavour of drink with a non-alcoholic drink? Why be an idiot and get a headache when you don't need to, when you can still have the same flavour of drink and enjoy it? And also be able to drive home from where you are without having a dangerous crash or whatever, or influence of causing trouble or trouble coming to you. So you could say that's a way of solving drinking. So explained the way about smoking. Also you could say gambling, because you get into a routine of saving. It comes honest. You wouldn't believe this. It comes into a real habit. And you really do become a big miser. And when you've accumulated so much, you got to remember, you can't live your life in misery. Sometime you have to spend. But when you spend, don't fall into the habit of spend, because it's going to do you no favours. You'll be back where you started in the beginning. So just do it gradually and enjoy life with your savings, what you saved up. But remember, just like the people who go to the gym have stopped smoking, the alcoholics can solve themselves dead simple by drinking alcohol, non-alcoholic, which has the same taste. Now, if they want a headache, it's their problem. But this would be the best advice you'll get. If you can drink a drink which is the same flavour and not have a hangover, so you can imagine that's good advice. And not get yourself in trouble at the same time by the police, of course. Why have a headache when you don't need to, but you can still enjoy the taste of a nice alcoholic drink? And gambling, enjoy your money, spending it on a holiday where you couldn't afford before. And also, just say drugs. Now, never, never, never give up drugs straight away, because you can be completely poorly. It has to come down gradually. But also find a habit or interest what suits you, and you'll actually get into that habit, and you won't have time to, would you believe, you'll have time to think about the drugs, because you'll be in that habit. So you could say I've explained a bit about it, and how to solve your problems. The main thing is, it's to suit you, because everyone's an individual. All you need to do is, in fact, find a thing, an opposite to suit you, because you're the individual. Doesn't matter what people say, we're all different. We're all people, yes, but we all have a mind, and everyone's mind is the same. So what you think, people can like the same as you. But why have a headache when you can have a nice drink and not get a hangover and still enjoy your beer or whatever? And with the money you can go on holiday. I think it's better than gambling, isn't it? And you get into the habit of saving. So really, I reckon that's a good, best advice you'll get. And it's up to you if you take it. Everyone's different. People don't, people do. Let's see what you do. Let's see if you like the YouTube video. Hope it's helped. I'll get back to you next time to see if I've helped your situation. And remember, just for instance, you're getting beaten up by your husband or wife, and you haven't got the guts to come out of a relationship which is bad. Remember, there's charities out there who will help you. Don't keep it inside, because sooner or later, don't be ashamed if you're a fella getting beaten up by your missus, or a woman getting beaten by her husband. Sooner or later, it'll come to light, and you're best getting out of a situation while you're in it, because there's no point staying in a relationship, if you're in a relationship that you are, while you're getting beaten up by your husband or wife. I've heard people have problems in the same situation. So what you need to do, you're only going to end up in a mess anyway, so why not sort out the problem straight away, just like the ones I've mentioned. Come out of your shell, talk, there's charities there, just like Alcoholics Anonymous, Gamblers Anonymous. There's always someone to help. See you next time. I'll get back to you on another YouTube channel. Well, call it video. And we'll see what you think of that. Tell us what you think. See if you enjoyed this. All the best. Bye.